everybody's just everybody. You know, if you got 10 subscribers, if you got 10 million subscribers, you've already reacted to Kendrick Lamar's diss against Drake. And I'm not even going to talk about the diss itself. I'm going to talk about the reactions. The best reactions I've seen so far were, I have to look on, I have to see their names. Let's see. What's the Buzz, Crypt, and Laid Back. I think Laid Back is the best. Laid Back might be my favorite one because he's like a really chill guy. He's like really, he lives up to his name. And he just he pauses the video and has like different ad libs for the different parts of what Kendrick Lamar says, and I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the nature of the beast. You know, it's he Kendrick Lamar knew he wasn't going to send it to Spotify. He wasn't going to send it to Tidal. He wasn't going to send it to Apple Music. He wasn't going to send it to any other platforms and streaming services. He was going to put it on YouTube. This is the new, this is the now, this is the next. And so, who's on YouTube but people that have reactions? And that's what keeps this game, you know, lively and free. Let me introduce my friend. He is a friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present the man with the hat, the man with the news, and he ain't got no cap. He walks into the looking glass to see Sklillers Saunders sees. If he could just get my name right, he just get my first name and my last name right, he'd be perfect. He'd be all right. But I salute you, Rick James. Salute to you, sir. But yeah, I'm doing the reaction to the reactions. I mean, there were rappers that had reactions. Denzel Curry, Gunna, Metro Boomin, I guess is considered a rapper. In certain circumstances, I only understood him to be a producer, but I guess you can call him a rapper now. Yeah, like you call like Timbaland a rapper, you know. I guess in a sense, you know, he's technically a rapper. You know. Swizz Beats a rapper, you know. Not on the level of the artist formerly known as Kanye West, Ye, who really turned himself into a rapper, a legitimate rapper. But anyway, the reactions to the reactions are so hilarious and so pointed and very informational. They were very informative. How dare Drake? This is Rick James. How dare Drake? How dare Kendrick diss Drake? The man wouldn't have a career without Drake. I disagree with you on that, sir. I think Kendrick Lamar, K. Dot, you know, Kung Fu Kenny would have been in the running for you know, top spot in the rap, you know, arena without Drake. You know, I mean, I don't. You have to explain a little further. If you give me a little bit more information to tell me why exactly, specific details, why, you know, Kendrick Lamar would not have a career without Drake, then get back to me. All right. So the reactions to the reactions. I mean, the first one I noticed was the what's the buzz. He had a very, you know, sedate, you know, very you know, but very focused idealism towards Kendrick Lamar's bars. He went through each one like it was a genius annotation, and he even asked for the, you know, for participation from his audience to properly understand what they meant. Okay, Danchi. Also, by the way, I'm raising funds for a MacBook Pro. $20 for questions. If you have a question for me, it's $20. Anything less, you know, you can I'll accept it, of course, but you know, $20 is the bare minimum to ask questions. All right, so. All right, so Rick James said, okay, Danchi or Danch, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but Kendrick, Drake, or Kanye for best rapper? Question mark, question mark. And then Drake says Drake opened the door to the rap of the millennium. To an extent, somewhat, sort of, kinda. Lil Wayne or Eminem? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Lil Wayne all the way. Charles, hey, we're there. Well, I'm not your bro, Charles. Remember, it's not a black show today. Wait till, or if after the hour, maybe after the hour, we have time, we can go to a black show and just have like a fundraiser. You know, y'all can just start giving me money. I appreciate it. And look at Charles laughing. But I see 0 people in here right now. That's what's so good. Now I see 1 person. Okay, so goofy. It's weird, but all right. I'll say the question, but can you tell a joke? If you give me $20, I'll tell like 5 or 6 jokes. I'll give you a pack of jokes. But I wouldn't call them jokes. I'll call them questions of the day. I want to, because I'm not a joker. I'm not a comedian. So I would just say they're questions of the day. I'll give you a question. I'll give you at least 5 questions of the day. And Danchi, could you please let me know how to pronounce your name? I want to make sure I get it right. I don't know if you're a female or male. Yes, thank you. With the A though, Rick James, seriously, as long as we've known each other, you put the A in my name, but I appreciate you saying that. I'm nobody's monkey. I told that to a guy way back in recruit training in Marine Corps. He wanted me to dance or do something crazy. I'm like, I'm not a wind-up monkey. I'm not your wind-up monkey. So I told him straight to his face. Dan She and I'm in. Okay, good to go. All right. Dan She. All right, good to go. So I'm reacting to the reactions. I wonder how many people are doing this. You know, I might be starting a trend, or I might be doing something that nobody's really into. But I'm doing it because everybody's when everybody's running towards the part of the room that wants to be hot, and I'm walking the other way. I'm walking quietly towards the exits, and then when something pops off, I'm already at my car going outside the venue. So that's just me. That's how I roll. Oh, okay. Now you want to get serious? If you put $20 on that, I will definitely answer you, Danchi. I will definitely answer you. I will quickly answer you. You can go back to my other episodes, my other videos. I talk directly about Israel and Palestine. And if you want to know which side I'm on, well, Rick James, that's Rick James saying that. But if you want to know what side I'm on, that's $20. $20. So all you gotta do, hit my Cash App. My Cash App is $SkylerSaunders1. Just the number 1, not the ONE. My Venmo is at SkylerizED. My PayPal is paypal.me/SkylerSaunders. So that's how you pay me. That's how I get paid. I made thousands of dollars off of this platform, and I'm trying to stay on it. Where I'm getting money that's just micropayments. $20 here. That's like one of the minimum amounts I had. I've been paid $100 in a day before. The one I'm asking for is $160 a day, but you can't really see that because I don't have that on my Definitely cap, definitely true. I can break it down to you. I have facts and figures that go all the way back to April 14, 2023. So, you think that's cap, Charles? You think that's definitely cap? I got facts and figures. Everything is online. Everything is in spreadsheet form. I can show you all the business. It goes to good cause. Exactly. I was just about to say. Rick James said, I have a really great cause. It helps out a lot, and it's called my bank account. That's the good cause. That's the great cause. Okay, but anyway, back to the show. The reaction to the reactions. Some of them are really, charged, and they go directly with, the set. They have the music playing with the reaction. You can tune a piano, but you can't. Okay, now you got the jokes, Dancy. Okay. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Boom, boom. But anyway, yeah. So the reaction to the reactions, that's my whole point. This missive, this half of the missive, anyway. It's very, telling, very informative, very revealing. about the ideas of the people that go for it, and it's very helpful because you're like, did he really say that? What did he mean by that? He said Parkinson's is getting shaky. I was like, oh, Parkinson's and shaky. Oh, that's clever. If it was 1999 or like 2000 or something like that, he said it, in a different cadence in a different way, so it became clever. But just to say Parkinson's, Kanye, Ye already had a line that said something like that. I can't remember exactly which song or which lyric it was, but he has. I'll get this bitch shaking like Parkinson's. Yeah. So as soon as I roll up and park the Benz, I get this beast shaking like Parkinson's. Take my number and lock it in. All right, that's enough for that. But yeah, it's a deep dive. I mean, Kendrick Lamar is a very esoteric, very arcane, very metaphorical, very very depth, conscious, probing the depths of rap, and he delivers on that. And the way the reactions go, they definitely pick up on every line. They every line gets or every other line gets an address. Everything it gets to a point where they understand where his line is going to, what the next line is going to be, what the next lyrics is going to be, how is he going to pronounce it, how is he going to promote it. The song starts out very cool. It's a sample of Teddy Pendergrass, my greatest, my latest, or my latest, my greatest. I can't remember exactly which way, but then he turns it up. And, he switches up the beat, and it's like a very hard charging kind of sound. Oh, okay. Danchi is definitely doing something special. Okay, what do you call the security guards for Samsung? Guardians of the Galaxy. This is okay. Yeah, that's really Thank you for the questions of the day. I appreciate your questions of the day. They're special. They're very special. Yeah, that's a good question, Rick James. Thank you for keeping him on his toes, keep him on his heels and toes, heel toe. But no, the reality is, you're broke, but you're using your girl's phone, using your mom's phone, your mama's phone. You're in her basement. I'm in my stepmother's basement right now. But yeah, you definitely got the questions of the day, but you're not broke. You're paying for a service on your phone, but no, I'm at the McDonald's. I'm using their Wi-Fi. Nah, man, you don't understand. Richard, let's see a dono. Okay, but the reactions to the reactions were good. I've got 5 people in here with 2 likes. There's something wrong with that. Something wrong with that. 5 people in here, 2 likes. I need at least 5 likes total, and 3 more will get you there. It costs you nothing to like this broadcast. So respect the broadcast. Put some likes on my name. I already did it 100 today. Well, that's cap. That's definitely cap. Let's see some 1-ups. Yeah, let's get those 1-ups though. Let's get those thumbs up. Get those thumbs up. Get those likes. But the reaction to the reactions, they're very thorough. I have to give them credit. They have to give me $20, and he has the shrugging emoji. I don't owe you $20. You're not putting in the work like I'm putting in the work. I had to just study and look over articles and different things like that. Prepare for the show. Watch videos. Nah, I'm married with a family, LL, but I got bills to pay. Well, you can have this as one of your bills to pay. Just $20. That's it. And it could be just $20 for a question. I'll answer a question, but you can put in anywhere from $5 to $10 to $15. But I'm only answering questions for $20. Got a mortgage to pay. Well, just have that side hustle you always dreamed about having. Go on, do that paper route. Be a paper man. Yeah, I want a thumbs up though. Exactly, because I earned it. Got that like though. I earned it. Pay up, Charles says. That's funny. Pay up. What am I paying up? I'm doing all the work here. I'm putting in the hours. I'm putting in the time to study these videos and study this time. And I'll give you examples. Like, Laid Back, he had, a whole understanding of, the shift from the laid back beat to the driving hard beat. He was just like, whoa. He was like taking them back. He was just completely, transformed from it. Like it seemed. Danchi says, Richard, he called you out for the cap. Where's the $100? Yeah. Where's the $100? That's a good question. I didn't see the 100. He's not talking about me. Rick James talks about a lot of things. He may not be talking about me. I didn't see $100 today, but he could be. He may not. He may not be calling cap on something else. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Thank you for that like. Whoever put that in that like. I got 4 people in here. You're a mod. You got to support the homie. Thank you, Danchi. I appreciate it. Thank you. 3 people in here, 3 likes. That's all I can say. It's Rick James, Danchi, and Charles. So that's how much I can understand. That's how much I can understand. People are in the chat box or the chat room. What we used to call the hate room. But that's hardly said anymore. Anything about hate, because the algorithm is so weak. Excuse me. But it's lost in cyberspace. It's floating around and gonna hit soon. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Have you ever? Okay, I'm just gonna read the question. Have you ever? Oh, here. Oh, this is the. Oh, okay. This is your question of the day, not a question from me. Have you ever heard about the kidnapping at school? It's okay. He woke up. Boom, boom. You got him, though. I'll give it to you. Thanks for the like. I appreciate it. 4 likes. 5 people in here. I'm not mad. Not mad at all. But yeah, you definitely got the questions of the day. I got a little more hard. I got a little harder ones. A little more vicious. I'll probably do them after the hour mark. After the hour mark, I'm just gonna have a bull session and just say anything and everything, I can say, because I'm not under the algorithm of YouTube for the monetization. I've not been monetized yet, so I could say basically whatever the hell I want to say. Here's Danchi. I'm continuing Danchi after I go back to the reaction. Why did the coffee taste like dirt? Because it was ground just a few minutes ago. Yup. That's what we're dealing with Danchi. How did you find me, Danchi, by the way? You're a new person. How did you find me? Charles has been here before. Rick James obviously has been here before. He's got the wrench. 6 people in here, 5 likes. Whoever's in here that's not in the live chat, salute you. I appreciate you. You don't have to be in the live chat. I appreciate you. But how did you find me, Danchi? Was it a part of the algorithm? It just jumped up and said, you just looked at it, who is this goofy nigga with the gold tie and the black hat and the black shirt? What happened, Danchi? What was the story? How did you find out about me? You seem very new. Danchi reminds me of my old mama. He's got some questions of the day that are pretty special. They're good. They're great for element. They're great dad jokes. Great dad jokes. Wonderful dad jokes. They're more. I have questions of the day. You got jokes. But the reactions are the reactions. I just enjoyed the fact that they carefully combed through each and every lyric, every bar, and they had a response for each and everything that Kendrick Lamar said. And the same thing with Drake and Rick Ross and Metro Boomin and J. Cole and all the other people that are within this realm of this battledrome, this wrestler WWE wrestling slugfest. Oh, Danchi says, I stayed up all night wondering where the sun went, and then it dawned on me. These are pretty good. These. Now you can tell these to like 6-year-olds and 60-year-olds. I have to give you credit. I know you're getting them from an internet site somewhere, but I actually I don't think I've ever heard the kidnapping one or the dawn on me one. They're pretty quality. They're quality jokes. I'll give you that much. But the reactions to the reactions, they're just on point. They were on point. Scrolling, LOL. Okay. For me, is that how you found out about me? You were scrolling and you just came up and said, "Who is this goofy nigga? What's this nigga about?" Oh, because it makes more sense. Charles asks, "Why are you living at your parents' house?" Not saying it's a bad thing, just a question. It makes more sense. I have bipolar disorder. My dad is my caregiver. I could have my own place and he could drive over, every day and monitor me taking my drugs. Or we can, FaceTime it, but it makes more sense to have me here. I can just wake up in the morning, say good morning, Dad, and have my drugs, and good night. Have my drugs in the evening. Good evening. Have a good night. It just makes more sense. It's more economical. It makes more sense. Charles, why is it there not a dollar sign next to that question? That's a good question. You owe me, Charles. You owe me $20. But I thought I should answer that. That's your bingo free space. That's your bingo free space, Charles. Any other questions is definitely gonna have to be $20. Okay, makes sense, yeah. Now make dollars. Okay, he says, oh, okay, makes sense. Now make dollars. Make at least $20. Charles. Charles in charge of our days and our night. Charles in charge. Well, Skylar's in charge, so without me, there is no you. So why should you never throw Grandpa's false teeth at a vehicle? You might dent your car. God damn it. Ah. These are classic jokes, my friend. I have to give it to you. I have to applaud you. Good job. But back to the topic at hand. Reaction to the reactions. It's very, AF twice. Salute to you, sir. AF twice. Salute to Richard for snitching on Charles. Exactly. That's what we do. We snitch. We snitch on each other. We what's the word? God damn it. We shame each other. We fat shame. We skinny shame. We broke shame. All that. We do that. So Charles is funny. Charles is a funny guy. But I felt like I had to answer that question just in case people were wondering. That's something I can answer very quickly, even though it wasn't attached to a $20 amount. Anything else, though, is $20. Just like on bingo. You get one free space. And, of course, Rick James, you know what to do. Do what you got to do. You got that wrench. You know what time it is. You see who else is in here. You see exactly who else is in here. Oh, do what you got to do. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do what you got to do, Rick James. Okay? See, what is that? That's like 12 minutes, right? Is that right? I don't know. I can't do math. I can't do math. Okay, so if 100 minutes, it's like an hour. It's like a minute and a half. Minute and a half times 6. I'm not gonna try it. But Rick James is taking care of business. That's all I gotta say. You gotta ask him, Greg S. You gotta ask him. You gotta ask him. I like to shout out sidewalks to keep me off the streets. We don't do shout outs. That's one thing Dan said. Even though it's a joke, and say salute to sidewalks for keeping me off the streets. We don't do shout outs. We don't say my brother or my bro unless it's already, described early in the broadcast. Like yesterday was a black show. You call me bruh or bre and brother all you wanted. Greg S has a question for you, Rick James. Rick James was some dollar signs. He doesn't even use electronic funds, but he wants the dollar signs. Blackity Black show, and I missed it. Exactly. I call him my Negro. That's the only thing. I don't think you can say nigger. I don't think you can type in nigger. I think they'll block you. The algorithm is for what's written. You can't say that. As far as I know, maybe you can say it. But you can space it out. You can say N space I space G space G space E space R. But getting back to the original, the reactions to the reactions of Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria. I mean, it's got so many different layers to it. It's got so many different possibilities of where it can go. I think Kendrick Lamar has him on his toes. I've seen, other memes earlier. Oh, here comes the son of the sun. Uh-oh. I don't know who he's talking to. I'm looking around, seeing who might be a bussy around here. I don't know who the little bussy boy is. He might got me all messed up. You talking about Greg S? We all know that Greg S is the bussy boy. I'm messing with you, Greg S. Why do only some couples go to the gym? Because some relationships don't work out. Oh man. Yeah, we got a party here today. Yeah, we got at least 7 people. I'm trying to get to 1,700 people. Y'all can help me out with that. Just tell 2 people, don't tell 3 people. Just let the third person say, who's that goofy nigga with the gold tie and the black hat and the black shirt? What's he about? What's his deal? Greg asks, he has his own question of the day. Why did the bussy cross the road? And I can't answer, so it's not my question. So I don't know what he's going to say. So the reactions, I think, were very positive, very objective. If I must, venture so far as to say that they weren't like fanboys. They were very, cautious and very like, that line was kind of weak. All right, that was kind of hot. That was kind of dope. That one was kind of strong. He had a great metaphor there. Oh, he had an extended metaphor there. Oh, he had, allusions there. He had, deep references there. Like, I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that those reactions to the song, because I'm not doing any reactions to any of the diss songs. I'm only doing reactions to the reactions if I do that, beyond this show. How often do you wash that outfit? I don't want. That's a good question. You give me $20 and I'll tell you the answer. That was pretty slick. That was pretty slick. I'll read the question again. How often do you wash that outfit? You give me $20 through my Cash App, my Venmo, my PayPal, and I'll have an answer for you right under that. The sun. Thank you very much. So I do appreciate every reaction to the reaction of Kendrick Lamar. And how they're, some of the memes are saying like how he waited 12 days and how Drake is waiting like 2,100 days to respond to Pusha T. And the thing was with the Grammys was crazy. I think it was 2023, not 2024, but 2023. It may have been this year. It may have been this year. From 2023. I got my years confused. I don't know, but. It was Kendrick Lamar up against Pusha T, and I was like, damn, Pusha T had a strong album. What is it? God damn it! What is that? Pusha T. Somebody in the live chat, tell me what the Pusha T song album was. See, they're trying to. It's almost dry. God damn, it took me that long. I'm thinking it's all dry. So it's almost dry. My dad told me a joke about boxing. I guess I missed the punchline. Oh my god. Not Daytona. Not Daytona. It's almost dry. But thank you for that, Wizard. I appreciate it. But no, not Daytona. All right, so I'm done off with the references. I want to talk about them. The Scare, which is amazing. Great production value, great characterization, terrible theme, horrible theme, but wonderful style. Everything else is pretty good, but the theme is off, The main theme is, terrorizing human beings. That is like the whole, gist of the show. Is to terrorize innocent or otherwise innocent human being. Greg S says Fallout is trash, man. I tried, but it's not trash. Some of the acting is trash. Some of the writing is trash. Some of the theme is definitely trash. The idea of I already said this in my last broadcast prior to this, that it's all about corporations are evil and they want to do the worst for people, even though they have a sunny outlook on things. They're really corroded at the middle and at the center. And why do I have 9 people in here and only 5 likes? Get these likes up. So respect this juggernaut of a show. All right? So respect my hustle. Respect my grind. Now I have 7 people. See, people are like, oh, I ain't going to like him. Forget that. I'm out of here. I ain't going to put up nothing. No, so it's 7 people now with 5 likes. So I can still get 2 more likes that I know of. All right, so I'm going to talk about them. We talked about Fallout already, so I'm not going to go back on Fallout. Them is excellent. It's just so great because it's so vicious. The characterization is just on point, and it's menacing, frightening, and just unsettling. For a lot of cases, the supernatural is at hand, and that's okay for a story. You don't see, I don't see it, Rick James. I don't see it. Yeah, the show is called Them. Yeah, and it's season. If it's a season, it's like an anthology, but this one's particularly called The Scare. It's Them, The Scare, and it definitely delves into the life of a detective named Dawn Reeve. Her whole life is going to be upended one day. When she meets this person. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I might spoil it in the future, but right now I'm not going to spoil it. But she has an encounter with somebody, and this is from the past. It goes back. It starts in 1991 in the show, but it goes back to 1989, and it shows a different example of what is to come. And we see her, being able to track down the bad guys, and she suspects that her partner is a part of a white supremacist gang, and she inspects that. She goes on a little adventure herself to see where he goes, and there's like all these other white dudes around him, and they follow her car. And they stop, and she just goes off into the night. There's another character, Burke. Oh my God, he is horrible. He is a terrible person. Let me try to find out. This is something I'm just finding out right now. It's something I'm finding out right now. Hold on. This is breaking news. Hold on. I'm finding this out right now. His name is Gaines, Edmund Gaines. Excuse me. Edmund Gaines is a terrible, horrible human being, and he evolved. It's like a de-evolution. It's a de-evolution. He starts off, almost benign, little goofy, little weird, little eccentric, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Okay, let me get to these. You keep posting. You keep posting, Danshi. You let the other people know what you're doing. I'm not gonna say all the things you are. Um, but keep up the question of the day. Keep up the question of the day. That's cool. Keep doing that for the room. But I'm gonna talk about them. Them is a great series if you just want to just be scared, shitless. If you want to be, totally, afraid. It's something great to watch in the dark. Something great to watch with your partner, with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Some if you just want to prime Amazon Prime and chill, if that's such a thing, this is a great show to do that. This particular episode, it just gets better and better. It just keeps building on itself, and I think there's a bit of a racial thing. I could be wrong, I could be stupid, but I think there's a racial thing with the different sites that review different shows, like the AV Club. I don't think they're reviewing it. They did so many other shows. But they're saying that black trauma is at the heart of Lee Marvin's Them, and something like that. So they haven't reviewed them. They provided the cast and the characters, but they've yet to show the idea behind them. I'll say that. Charles, who are you talking to? Are you talking to me? Who are you talking about? Me? Seriously? You can't be talking about me. You must be talking about Charles, somebody else. Are you talking about me? Why are you here? You can leave. You know that, right? There's this little thing called Xing out and going off of the plane. Why are you here if you're not about my money? Everyone here is about my money. Everyone's here is about my getting more views. Everybody here is about me getting more audience retention. All these different things are building blocks to a successful and powerful system. So if you're here to say why, if I have no knowledge worth acquiring about, why are you here? You don't have to be here. Charles about the bussy talk. Greg asked, that's for you and that's between you and Charles. I ain't got nothing to do with that, but I'm just trying to say what I'm saying. Charles, you can do a lot of things. Thank you. I think you left. I think Charles has left the building, everyone. Or maybe he hasn't. I gained a few more viewers. I see 8 people in here, 5 likes. Charles put up the 50. Yeah, I like to see that. Stop playing with me. Oh, who's playing with you? What are you, a Game Boy? What are you, a Nintendo Switch? Who's playing with you? Nobody's playing with you. Just be a man about it. Just stop being here. Don't be here. You don't have to be in my life. You really don't have to be here. You really don't have to be here. Nobody's forcing you. Damn, Dancy's saying to make it $100. Greg S. Okay. Keep it 100. But them, the acting is great. It's very I like, very, in your face acting, but I like to have subtle acting too. I like when subtle things happen, when the director wants you to know something, but doesn't put it in your face. And the acting, that corresponds to that is very insightful and very motivating to you to keep watching whatever the TV series or the movie. And Little Marvin is the brainchild, or them is the brainchild of Little Marvin, a producer and writer and director of these this show. He's the main. I think he's the executive producer. I think. But he what this show does is create a metaphor for humans, and especially black humans, black bodies and black minds. See, there Tanishi Coates always says something about black bodies. He says that so many times in his book. It's like a nauseating thing. He's like, oh, why are the black bodies? Why are there so many black bodies being hurt? And what about the black minds? That's the real thing. That's thought, ideas. All right, Dancy's talking to me. Can we make an exception if Charles donates $10? He gets to ask a question. No, I can't. Give me 19 minutes. 19 minutes, and we can talk. We can go hard. I'll give you my questions of the day, and we'll see how that goes. Cause I got a few. So there is no exception, Dancy. No, sir. If you want to promote me, at least $5, $5 to $10. You don't have to do $20 because you're not asking a question, but $5 to $10, I'll take that. Greg S says he's using Nas's lyrics from over 2 decades ago. So all I need is one mic. But them is a problem. I mean that, boastfully. I mean that great. It's a problem, to other horror movies, horror shows, horror TV series. It brings into focus black trauma. Without being, I disagree with what the critics say. The critics say, "Oh, it's black trauma porn. Oh, it's black mutilation and everything like that." Yes, duh. That's it. That's what has been happening for the past 400 years. Black people have been treated like shit. I mean, in every instance. First of all, Jamestown in 1619 brought over slaves to work for the white man. And then, be brutalized for 150, 160 years, technically 200 years. We're not going to get that far, though. But they've been brutalized. And when they switched from the Civil War and said that, okay, all the slaves are free, they said, oh, well, you know what? Let's have Jim Crow laws. Let's terrorize them. Let's put on sheets. Let's, put flaming crosses. Let's hang them let's shoot them, set them on fire, cut off their shoot them, cut off their genitals, stuff them in their mouth, set them on fire, and then string them up a tree. They've been doing that for the past 400 years. That's facts. That's not like me just saying, oh, love, luck, and lollipop, saying, that's what happened. I'm saying that's reality. So when you see black horror movies of this quality and black horror series of this quality, you have to really pick it apart. Even though it has a terrible theme. The theme, to my knowledge, is understanding what goes on with black bodies. What happens with black bodies. That's the theme, I think. It should be what's going on with black minds instead of black bodies. Okay, so that's funny. All right, so them is a specific show about a specific time, 1991, and it goes back to 1989, and then flash forwards back to 1991. And it delves into the ideal of family. It shows how one of the character, I'm trying to think, I keep thinking his name. Let me see. Edmund Gaines. Edmund Gaines is a horrific person, and he's a great, like a sounding board against the main character, Deborah Iorende's Dawn Reeve. She is so excellent at her job. She is excellent, so proficient and competent, and it gives you that sense of like the Wicker Man. Have you ever seen the Wicker Man? Wicker Man was a classic horror movie about intrigue and mystery, and it turns into a complete horror at the end. I'm not going to explore that, but you've probably seen it anyway. Um, it it shows a different side of femininity, black femininity. That's a close word, femininity. During that time period, especially during that era, during that special, sad and horrific time period in America's history. But like I said, with Edmund Gaines, he just shows you the de-evolution of a regular, goofy, eccentric kind of guy, and then a complete, out and out murderer, a complete out and out, disturbing, psychopath, and it shows that. Is Skylar? I'm gonna read the question, but I'm not gonna answer it. Is Skylar Saunders considered feminine? Remember that. I'll remember that for the next 13 minutes. 13 minutes and change. Or 14 minutes and change. Is it 14? It's 13. It's 13 minutes and change. But 2 people are in here. I'm not mad. I reached all the way up to 9 people. Not mad. That's a good look. I'm late. I'm surprised Rick James didn't say you are late, sir. But them is, it just shows great acting, great, performances. You believe everything. You're not like, oh, they're just putting this on. This isn't real. And let me switch to the thousands of other shows I could be watching. Literally thousands of other shows, tens of thousands, I think. It's probably tens of thousands of shows you can be watching. Okay, Stacy Galore. Salute, Stacy Galore. Oh my goodness gracious! I feel like I'm within royalty now. The Wicker Man is a giant effigy allegedly used by the Druids to perform human sacrifice. Yes, facts. Have you ever seen the movie Stacy Galore? Have you ever seen the movie? The film is excellent. When I first saw it, I was like, whoa, this is blowing my mind right now. This is another level. Dan, she's saying, let's see some donations. Greg S. But Stacy Galore, how did you find me from the Star Report? Is that how you found me, Stacy Galore? I still remember your question, Greg S. If you want to put some money on it. Okay, Stacy Galore says, yep. Well, you're welcome here. This is a safe space. Nothing, I hope I'm not giving away too much information about them or other movies like The Wicker Man or anything like that. Hope you feel safe in here and you feel cool and confident. And I thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. I have 6 likes and 3 people in here, so I'm not mad. I have to get my people up more than my likes. As long as I have more likes than people, I'm cool. Because it's all about the algorithm, as we all know. So we definitely have a chance to make good on what we do every day. That's what's so great. Anyway, them. I would say, get your VHS tapes out and and your what are Super 8s? Your Super 8, videos. Because that's within the show. He makes a man show his birthday over, party, and like he has a whole situation with him, and he leads him out into the desert, and that's not going to end well. That's all I'm going to say. But this is what's so amazing about performances and acting. I got 7 likes. Thank you. This is so amazing about performances and acting is the fact that you feel for Edmund Gaines. You feel for a murderer. That's what, like I said, this is Silence of the Lambs. This is Misery. This is what Lil Marvin was inspired by. That, Menace to Society, you have a whole different understanding of who these people are. They're horrible, vicious, and terrible murderers, and or attempted murderers, and yet you still have a sense of not liking them, but you're understanding them. You have a sense of understanding them. Uh-oh. Y'all going crazy in the live chat. I'm not even looking at the live chat right now. But them is, something we want. I mean, they're very Amazon knows how to do production. Even if they don't have the best themes, even if they don't have the best I don't know, characterization all the time. I say this show has good characterization, and Fallout as well. Had good characterization. Style is out the wazoo. Great style. It's very dark. It's not just dark. It's just deep. It sets you deep into the situation and the whole order of things. And you're very engrossed with what is happening here. That's what's so powerful about them. And like I said, I mean, it blows my mind. And then the worst parts are like the black people. They do the worst things in society, like the Civil Rights Act, which was horrific. Affirmative action, which is terrible, which I'm glad was repealed. But I'm sure other places still abide by it privately. Oh well, he's a black guy. He got B's and C's, but this white guy got straight A's, straight A+. He's black. Come on, we got to fill a quota. Let's go with this guy. He's gonna be a mediocre worker. And the guy with the A+, the white guy, he's not gonna be able to find a job. He's gonna have to create his own job, become a billionaire, and then hire only white people, cause or he'll hire only black people, depending on his mood. If he's feeling like he said he was slighted by black people, he'll hire only whites. If he says what, I can't be like them, I'm gonna hire white, black, red, yellow, white, black, red, yellow, brown people to work for me, depending on their brains, depending on their mind. So, black people shot themselves in the foot, in a lot of ways. So, that's just the idea about that. That's the idea behind them. Them is, it's showing, the wear and tear of the human psyche, even though that's not the theme. It shows the ideas behind what it means to be a black person in America, and especially at that time in 1991, with the Rodney King beatings. With that, surrounding you, with that, in the atmosphere, that, in the back of your mind, and you're watching the show, and it has nothing to do with the beatings. It has nothing. None of the people involved are readily said to be in the case. Nobody's really taking into account whether there's so many people that are there at the scene during the actual beating, and then the aftermath, the riots. They haven't occurred yet, by the way. Yes. Wait, what? Can you send me a text? Hold on, give me a second.
Where's the bag from Walmart with the saturated magnesium? No, it's not. I've looked. I've been looking all over the place for it. Where is it?
I don't know.
put it in the car.
Yes.
So where is it?
I don't know.
I didn't bring the bags in here, you did.
Yeah.
And then you put stuff away. So where is the stuff besides the magnesium? Oh, yeah, that's the stuff from the Dollar Tree.
I'm back. We're in the corner. Oh, wow. So, with them, I think you have a greatness, a power, a strength with production value, with direction, with writing. It all clicks. It all clicks. It all makes sense. Everything that has to do with being a part of an idea for making and creating gives you a new sense of what it is supposed to be. That's the power of art. It's supposed to make you immerse yourself in the work that's presented to you, whether it's a poem or a film or a sculpture, something like that. But especially with TV and movies, you know, they definitely, especially when it's a TV show and you're watching in your house. If you're watching on a small screen, okay, take that hat off. Dre, give me $20 and I'll take my hat off. I'll take it right off right now. You send me $20, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. I'll take it right off right now. Tell you that much, Dre. Appreciate it, but nice try. So there's that. We have we have a few more seconds ticking. Pause. Removing clothing at another man's request. That's not me. But I'll take it off. I'll take off the hat. It's not like I'm taking off my boxers or something crazy. But it doesn't look like Drake's gonna give me $20 to do it anyway. He seems like a bitch ass nigga. No, I'm just kidding. But Dre, you know, I'm not gonna listen to you. You know, you just say take that hat off. Like who are you in my room in my live to say anything? Come on now, let's be real. So them, definitely watch it, consume it, understand it. It's not, you know, it's deep if you let it be. It's just like anything. Like it's not deep. You just looked at, oh, that was just a great movie. That was a great novel, whatever. I had good characters, and you know, I liked the plot, and it was cool. It can, and that's fine. It has a great plot and great characters, but get the theme, get the terrible theme. Black bodies being mangled. That is the theme. And partially the breakdown of family. Like I said, Edmund Gaines comes from a family of foster parents. You know, he had, they showed, you know, a lot of showing goes on. Not a lot of telling goes on in this show. So it's very special, and you should check it out on Amazon Prime whenever you get a chance. Okay, we're past the hour. Let me get first to Greg S's question. Is Skylar Saunders considered feminine? No, Skylar Saunders is completely masculine and controls himself and heterosexual and can control his mind and everything like of that nature. Okay, Dre, you're saying all that stuff now. That sounds cool. But here are my questions of the day. What do you call a nigger in a three-piece suit? What do you tell a nigger in a three-piece suit? I'll give you 5 seconds and I answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Will the defendant please rise? Here's another question of the day. What do apples and niggers have in common? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They both look good hanging from a tree. Another question of the day. Is Dre going to say that when Skylar Saunders pulls up with the blicky? Well, I don't have the blicky on me. I can never purchase a blicky. I can only get it illegally because I have a bipolar disorder. With the hard R. Exactly with the hard R. That's right. You goddamn right. You can ask your questions now. By the way, you can ask your questions without $20. It's after an hour. So, what else? What was I going to say? Let me see. How do you stop 10 black guys from raping how do you stop 10 niggers from raping a white girl? How do you stop 10 niggers from raping a white girl? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You throw them a basketball. This racism is killing me inside. Who said that? Who said that? In what sketch? But let me see if I got another one in me. Then I'm about to check out because I gotta look for something. You will not. You're telling that to Drake, Kendrick Lamar, telling that to Drake, something like that. You will not use that word. Yeah. Well, I'm using it. Now I'm definitely FBA. Born and raised. Born in Dover, Delaware, the first state. Raised in Newark, Delaware. Home of the University of Delaware. On United States soil. You got... Yeah, he looked like he looked like his son. His son's name is Saint, ain't it? I'm trying to remember the other ones. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Hold on. Yeah, she's back. Cool. Oh, yes. Great. Thank you for reminding me. Israel Palestine. Definitely Israel. Israel all day. All day Israel. For Israel. Go Israel. Thank you for reminding me. Israel all day, Danchi. Well, who doesn't have a small hat? Catholics wear small hats. Muslims wear small hats. What are you talking about? Different people wear small hats all the time. How old am I? I'm 35 years old. Why Israel? Because Israel is essentially the last innovative, entrepreneurial, business-like, diverse, and technologically advanced system, and amidst a wasteland, amidst an entire idea of people that want to create dictatorships and go back to the 14th century, 13th century, 1st century. They don't treat Palestine and Hamas and everybody that's involved in that. They want to only create discord and mayhem and treat women terribly, treat gays terribly. They throw gays off the top of buildings. They stone women. So that's the kind of people we're dealing with, not the Israelis. Israelis have a lot of Arab doctors. They're breaking the stereotype. There's a lot of Arab doctors. How many Arab doctors in Palestine? I mean, how many Israeli doctors in Palestine? Very little, if any. And if they are, they're probably not welcome there. So that's my little spiel about Israel and Hamas and Palestine. How'd you figure all that out? All of that. I pay attention to the Ayn Rand Institute and especially doctors Yoram Brook, Ankar Gate, and Ben Bayer, Dr. Ben Bayer. I learned it from them, and also from Choice Star Terrain. Russia, Ukraine, definitely Ukraine, without a question, without a doubt, definitely Ukraine. I'm an atheist, Danchi. No, I believe in the reality and in truth, in one truth. That's what I believe in. There could be two sides to a story, but there's always one that's going to be false and the other one's going to be true. So if there's no more questions, I answered everybody that had a question, not in the $20 mark. Thank you for sticking around. That's what the whole point was, to have you stick around. Or not. You can leave and then I won't answer your goddamn question. I just picked up another viewer. But I need the subscribers too. Subscribe. Everybody under the sound of my voice. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. That's binary thinking. Don't you think people are more complicated than that? I think there's also black and white. And everything that's gray is evil. There's only black and white. That's it. Dre. Again, seems like the show is slowed down a little bit. Enter your life. Now, my life is great, either black or white. Black good, black bad, or white good, white bad. But gray is always going to be evil. Gray is always evil, no matter what. So I'm giving you time to type up. I'm giving you enough time to type your little messages. Who's watching the Knicks tonight, goddammit? They're starting in like 51 minutes. 50 minutes now. Who's going to watch the Knicks? I'm about to talk about them tomorrow. Or maybe on Saturday. We'll see what happens. I don't want them to slip up. Mr. Choice Star Terrain was saying, they're going nowhere fast. He's a New York Knicks hater. But he wants to motivate them like me. That's why I'm going for the Knicks. I would usually go for the Sixers because that's the market I'm in. South Jersey, Philly, and Delaware, and Northern Delaware. What about people having opinions that differ from yours? Do you think they are evil? No. They just might be wrong. I don't think they're evil. They're just probably wrong. Neither. I say a pox on both Republicans and Democrats' houses. They're both vicious. and for different reasons. Trump or Biden? Neither one. Trump is a dumpster fire. Biden is a frost, and you're in the cold. It's freezing. Trump is either burning alive, and Biden is freezing to death. And then Dre laughs. Ha 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 ha. At least he has the ha ha ha's. I hope you feel better. I feel great. I feel wonderful. I'm getting this money. Go to vocal.media. Check out my stories. Type in my first and last name. See how good I'm doing. See how much better I feel already. And I got 8 people in here with 11 likes. That's pretty good. That's a good haul for tonight. Heat for life. Oh, you're Heat for life? Okay. They lost, though, didn't they? Is that what you're talking about? I'm good. Are you talking about the Miami Heat? I don't know what you're talking about. Heat for life. Are you talking about the Miami Heat? Didn't they get spanked yesterday and lose the series? I didn't know Wayne was banned from Heat games. I think I heard that, but I forgot. I don't know why either. I can't remember the reason why. I think I heard that. Let me look that up. Okay, it says back when the Eastern Conference team dominated the league, Wayne attended a few of the games and was ejected from one of them. Due to this, the rapper was furious and started publicly hating the Heat. He also falsely stated that the NBA banned him from attending games, which was not the case. So you're just bullshitting right now, Dancy. Greg S. You're full of shit. He was never banned. You're full of shit, Greg. Greg S. Is Eminem the best rapper in history? No. He's one of them, but he's not the best. And he's not in my top 5. NBA didn't ban him. He was banned from the Heat games. Okay, I don't really see. Okay. Well, the NBA is in control of banning him from attending games. So, I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so it does show. Oh my God. He said some awful shit. He said he was with his wife, with Chris Bosh's wife. Oh my God. I don't know. That's weird. Proof better than Eminem. He says, who cares? Dancy. Hey, I don't know about all that. I guess I ain't gonna repeat that. I have nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. Any more questions? 7 people in here, 11 likes. I'm not mad. Not mad. It's weird because it says NBA games. So is that all NBA games or all Miami Heat games? I don't know. And I don't care. Who cares? Are you aiding? Are you adding to Rule of Kingdom of the Air? That's a good question. You have to look into my, if you go on to vocal.media and share it, then I might, be able to do that. It hasn't gotten enough, reads on it. So you can boost it and let me know. Thanks. Greatest rapper is between Lil Wayne and Eminem. I disagree. M changed the game. So did Lil Wayne. So did Ye. So did Jay. So a lot of people changed the game for different reasons. Future changed the game. Even though I'm not a really big Future supporter. Never been a fan of his. But he definitely changed the game. He definitely did it. I'll boost it. 10 people in here. 10 people in here. Not mad. We can keep going. Future changed the game. He definitely did. He started writing. He was a writer for a lot of artists. Then he came into his own. He was talking about the dirty Sprite. He was talking about the promethazine, the codeine. He was talking about, he had the auto-tune. He had a different, hype, different way of displaying the song and stretching out his vocal cords in a different way. Soulja Boy changed the game. Yes, he's not one of the best rappers, but he changed the game. Ringtone rap and all that was part of a total different era. He made millions of dollars creating something that nobody had heard before. Just a simple, what was it, like 4 or 5 tones, bing bong bong, bing bong, bing 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 bing, bong bong, like just maybe 8 or 9 different tones, and he started something completely different. Oh, talking about drugs he didn't do. T-Pain started the autotune. Talking about drugs he don't do. Well, he's talking about the drugs that people do. Even if he weren't, the one doing them. I don't know if that's true or not. But he tapped into an audience that people enjoy, using codeine and promethazine. I'm not a Vanilla Ice fan. If it were in the early 90s, I said, yeah, he's pretty cool. But I know his history. I know their song was ding 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 to the ding ding. Our song is ting 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 to the ting ting. Like, this goofy nigga, get him out of here. And I call Vanilla Ice a nigger. He is a nigger, yes. Goofy nigger that he is. But I'm sure he still has money. Ice Baby, after the royalties were paid and the residuals were paid, he's probably still getting a good check off of that and whatever other projects he had. What do you think of the protests going on around college? I talked about this earlier. I got a very short, curt amount of views, very, very, few amount of views, but I just am in awe. I'm in awe of it because it starts at Columbia, one of the greatest journalism schools in the country. And they're, texting, well, not texting, yeah, they're texting, they're Xing, I guess that's the right verb you can say. They're Facebook, their Snapchat, their Discord, their all the different new ways of doing it. They're twitching. They're they're using all kinds of ways to broadcast from billion-dollar companies that they are in terrible confusion with. They don't know whether they're going for these huge companies. They're wearing Nikes, they're wearing Under Armour, they're wearing the North Face. It's warm now, so now's the time to go out into the streets. Whenever it's warm, that's when the protests start. Nobody's protesting in 20-degree weather. It's too cold. Yeah, hey, ho ho, god damn, it's really cold. Like, I can't see them saying anything else. Should our tax money go to fund overseas wars? No, it should not. Not our money. We should send weapons. That's it. Not money, but weapons. Which is technically money because you have to buy the weapons. They have to be purchased. But that means there's a price tag for us. That means they're buying it from us. So don't send over money. Send over weapons. Is Trump a traitor? He's a traitor and worse than that. He's a horrible human being. Come on, bring your question. I can't remember all the questions in there. I might have a few. Hold on. I have to go on the internet. I'll give like 5 more off the internet. Oh, come on. See, now they're not gonna show it. They're being whack. What's the difference between a nigger and a pizza? Oh, that's a different person. A pizza can't. A pizza can feed a family of 4. What do you call a nigger in a tree with a briefcase? A branch manager. Why do niggers cry during sex? The mace. How do you get a nigger out of a tree? Cut the rope. Is hot dog a dog or yeah, it's a sandwich. It is a sandwich. Just like a cheesesteak is a sandwich. Eat it the same way, about the same way. It's a sandwich, yeah. Why do niggers stink? So blind people can hate them too. Skip 2 questions. Let me see. Well, repeat what the questions are. I can't see all of them. Danchi, repeat the questions. Why don't niggers keep kids play in the sandbox? Cats keep covering them up. How do you babysit a nigger? Put Velcro on the ceiling and tell him to jump. Ah. Oh, here's one I remember. What's long and hard on a nigger? I'll give some time for this one. I'll read it. Repeat it. What's long and hard on a nigger? The first grade. All right, I gotta look out for this thing. It's been fun. I got a lot of people in here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I can't read all the people that came in. I can't remember all your names, but I do appreciate you, and I appreciate the fact that you stopped by. Make sure you tell 2 or 3 people about me, but don't tell 4. You know the reason why. And I will see you sometime tomorrow, hopefully around this time. This is a good hour. So I'll see you, and you can take care.